I have something I really would like to talk about. And it has to do with the fact that this system is very, it's unhealthy, you know. I did not ask to be a part of a system like this. I have a lot of abilities, talents, skills, but in this system, I feel like it it puts me in a position where it almost feels as if I have to work more than I should in order to do things that I would like to do. You know, for example, like if I wanted to travel right now, if I wanted to go to another state, I would have to manifest that instead of actually working to get some money in order to get it, because I can't focus my energy on something that's going to take away from other things. Yeah, something just fell over there. Yeah, I can't, like, it makes no sense, right, to use my energy somewhere else in order to do something that I want to do or that I would like to do. It's almost like why is it that I can't just go directly to what it is I would like to do? Why does it seem like I have to do something else in order to get to where I would like to go? This is one way that the system is unhealthy, because it could put you in the wrong place. Yeah, it could put you in the wrong place, and once you go in that direction, other things could try to get your attention and it could divert your attention from where you would like to go, making it take way longer than it should have. You know? This is one way that I feel that the system is very unhealthy, because it likes to distract and take your energy and make you spend your energy on things that are just meant to keep you stuck in that position. And I feel like that's just, it's like an abusive part of the system. Like, some people might think that, oh, because they work hard, that, oh, they're doing more, they're doing the right thing or something. But that's not really necessarily the right thing at all, you know, because the more you work, um, and use your energy a certain kind of way, especially in a way where you feel drained by doing the thing that you're doing. It's like you're only hurting yourself, because then your health is gonna be in a bad place. And when your health is in a bad place, then it's like, then what? Now you don't have your health anymore. And you don't have your youth, because they drained you of your youth and your energy to keep you stuck going in a cycle. At this moment, I feel that tapping into my creativity is what makes time stand still. It's what makes the moment better. I'm not saying that it's that it's wrong to work. I'm saying that everything must be done in a balanced way. Because if you do too much of something, it can kill you, it can hurt you, it can ruin your health. And that has not been my intention, to be in that position where something is hurting me or ruining my health. I know that everything in life requires you to take a step forward, to take risks, because you will never know what's on the other side of anything if you don't take that first step toward that direction of your dreams, of your intentions, of your, what you would like to experience. Like, I did not ask to participate in such chaotic system, unbalanced, unhealthy system. I would like to see my family in Honduras. I would like to be able to travel. But I'm not like the regular person. Maybe there are some similarities, but I'm not like the regular person. I don't like to be in a box. I'm the type of person that's always outside the box. And the reason why, like as a child, you go through things, you look up to the adults in your life, to the people that are older than you. And the things that they say have an effect on you. And sometimes the effect could be so bad, right, that it leaves you scared to be yourself, or scared to even show your truth, or, express yourself truly and authentically. So then, from that traumatic situation, the change, the opposite of that, is to be out of the box And I'm that person. I'm out of the box. I'm completely out of the box in my approach to life. To the degree that I just don't fit in. And by me not fitting in, I'm not compatible with the system at all. The system it keeps you going in a cycle, in loops. Everybody seems to be living the same life over and over. And a lot of them sacrifice their daily life just to have 1 week of vacation. And it's like, what's the point? What's the point of all of that? Like, I did not choose to participate in such a system like this. But I'm forced to be in a system like this because I was born into this environment. And my mission and my what the universe has put in my soul and my heart is to be able to get back into nature, back into the way that things naturally should be. In tune with nature, in tune with my femininity, with my divine femininity. You know, doing things in my pace. Doing things you know, being able to nurture a whole family. That's something that they took away. It's my ability to have a family. And the reason why I say this is because all those obstacles, like, why is it that there's so many obstacles put in my path that it's like a way, it's like, another thing is that these jobs that people have created may have been created just because they wanted to have some type of job, right? So that they can make some type of money. These businesses are created because they want to make money so that they can support their family. But at the same time, all those businesses are sort of destroying the pH of our natural ways of being, you know. It's destroying our chemical makeup. It's causing us to become ill and disordered and diseased. Because we're not supposed to be living in that way. That's one reason why people get heart attacks, is because they're not living, you know, they're not happy. They're heartbroken. It's literally an emotion that you feel. The more heartbroken you feel, the more your heart starts to like beat a certain way, like boom, 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 like really fast, or it's like your heart skips beats because you feel like things are not going the way that you would like it to go. So then the body starts to show these signs like, and then the blood flow doesn't flow correctly. And then your body doesn't get the nutrients it needs, just because the heart is not doing what it's, it's not, the rhythm is not there. It's not balanced. The rhythm of life, the rhythm of nature. So everything, all diseases are literally first start as an emotion that you feel. And the more you feel these things, and it just keeps on going over and over again, you keep experiencing it over and over again, then it becomes hardened. And then that's when you see it in your body. It first starts in that moment when you feel like some type of disagreeable energy. That's why you have to take care of your heart and your mind and your emotions, because all of that is connected to your soul. And your childhood really is a representation of why you came here. Like everything that happened in your childhood, it's like you're supposed to do the opposite of whatever affected you, whatever harmed you. You're supposed to make right again. You're supposed to make yourself whole again, almost. This is what my intuition is telling me. So I did not agree to participate in the system. So anything that I do, like if I appear to be a certain kind of way, it's not my intention to be hurtful or to seem like I'm not trying or any of those things, because that's not the case. I'm very talented, skilled, and gifted with a lot of, like the universe really gave me a lot of talents. But in order to be able to express these gifts to the world, one way of me doing it is by making these videos. By making these videos, I'm developing my communication skills. Something that I did not always have. As a child, I was mostly quiet. So I didn't always speak like this. And I used to be fluent in Spanish as a child, but then once I got to Catholic school, they completely programmed me and maybe others too to hate their native language, their indigenous language. And Spanish wasn't the only language that I was supposed to know. I was supposed to also know Garifuna. But, the situation that it's the way that they made you feel. That's what it was. They made you feel inferior. They made you feel like you weren't worthy. They made you feel like you were doing something wrong by being yourself, by being your indigenous self, by saying things like, oh, you will go to detention if you speak that language here. Like what, like things like that really do harm to somebody that's developing their mental development. And then, you know, it's like when you see yourself failing in class, it makes you even more nervous to even communicate with your parents, because the more negative things happen to the more negative things happen to you, the more you start to feel ashamed of yourself. And then, especially if your parents starts to get angry, then that's even worse. It's like the communication is severed after that. That's a traumatic experience that could really affect somebody that's developing their communication skills. And that's why at this time in my life, I'm making these videos. At this time in my life, I'm learning how to communicate with the world around me. At this time of my life, you know, I'm probably even willing to say that I did have to get diagnosed with being on the autism spectrum. And that's because I was not able to my executive functioning was extremely bad because I had a lot of blocks, a lot of mental blocks, spiritual blocks, emotional blocks, things blocking me from flowing naturally because of all these judgments, all these things that happened. People say that it's that a lot of people are like wrong, like when people talk about, oh, that the way that they are is because of their past. You know, like that's not necessarily a bad thing to say that, because it's the truth. It is because of your past. But in order to move forward, you have to know, you have to identify what happened so that you could be like, now, this is how I bring balance to this. This is my decision now to do something to improve my life now because of what happened. There's nothing wrong with expressing that and with being real and truth and true, because the more real and true you are, the more happier you'll be, because you're not keeping things inside, hidden from the world and hidden from yourself. Because then when you're around other people, it's like you're just gonna be like blank. You're not even gonna be real. You're gonna probably be stuttering and stuff and all that, because you're afraid to speak like freely, because you don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers or anything, or say something wrong that somebody else is going to judge you for, or something like that. You just have to communicate and let it be free and be yourself. And that's how the real people that care about you will be able to appreciate you. That's something that I have came to realize. And even if nobody does come or accept you. As long as you accept yourself, that's what truly matters. That's what truly matters. I'm really doing my best to speak as loudly as possible because I notice that a lot of my videos, I do tend to have a low sounding voice. But that is not intentional at all. It's more like a subconscious thing. It's a subconscious thing because of the fact that, you being afraid to communicate. It's like something that you've been doing almost most of your life, or the earlier part of your life. It's like a subconscious thing that happens where it's like you just speak low because you might be embarrassed to even communicate or something. So it's like a pattern that began years ago, and I'm just doing my best to improve that. As somebody that has been diagnosed with autism, it's sort of like being in the system is very much, it's like I'm not even compatible with it. It's like I have to be the one outside of the box, finding different ways to do things. I'm very innovative, I have to make something out of nothing. That's but it's sort of like I was born creative, so it's sort of like I'm already equipped naturally with the skills that I need to be able to navigate life. Luckily, the universe did that. The universe made sure that I had those skills. So even though I may have aspects that are not as developed as others, I still have aspects that are highly developed. And the world can make you feel like there's something wrong with you, but really there's, it's just that you have a different set of skills. And you have to be able to accept yourself in this world and not let the world push you around and make you feel like you can't have the things that you would like. Like, do I really want to be stuck in some type of environment that's unhealthy? No. But I'm doing everything in my power to make it to the next place. Because I know that I'm deserving of that. I'm deserving of being able to travel and experience life fully. Why should I be ashamed of being myself, of having the skills that I have, or not having certain skills? It is what it is. And I'm just going with the flow. I'm going with the flow. I'm figuring out what works, what doesn't work. And that's just by experimenting with everything that I could possibly experiment with, using all the tools at my disposal to try new things and just discover and explore what can be done. It is what it is. And I believe that I will reach my destinations, and I believe that I can reach my highest potential. I truly believe that. That's why I make these videos, and I just keep it coming. Because every single day I'm improving and I'm growing, and that's a beautiful thing. I believe that's what life is about. It's about evolving and just appreciating the fact that you have this opportunity to actually make something great happen just by being a vessel for the things that the ideas that you get from the universe to do. I truly believe that, you know? You know, my intentions are always, you know, I would say that my intentions are pure and true and heartfelt. You know, everything that I think of is my intuition telling me, how can I improve this moment? How can I live my best life? How can I help the people that I love? How can I, you know, support life around me? How can I make the best of this moment? So that's what's been on my mind lately. And that's why I'm like, this system is just so, sometimes it just feels like, it feels sad, you know, because you know that you could be living so much better, but it's just certain things that are like making things feel so heavy, and almost like sometimes it feels like a lot of people are blind lately, and they just, you know, it makes you wonder if you're even going to get to the other, you know, to a better environment. It makes you wonder. But you just have to keep believing, and that's what I'm doing. And keep on being creative. And that's all I have to say for now. Alright, until next time, I hope that this message inspired you, motivated you, or just made you more aware of some things that you probably did not know before. And, you know, it could just help you to, you know, see life in a new perspective, and help you to get, you know, to reach your potential and you know, the things that you would like to do in order to live, you know, the best life, a full life. Alright, until next time. See you soon.